All right, so I've loaded up a scene on, I've just loaded up the console, and here's the power supply alert telling me I got a problem. So if you see that, that's because we've got to fix the console. So the first thing is just a basic tour of the GUI here. It's actually a very intuitively simple console. Everything is divided into these main tabs. And what's really cool is if power users on this desk, they realize right away that there are buttons here to move between the tabs. So I find I will often want to look at plugins, and I go boom, and I can get to the plugins. Or I go boom, and I get to inputs. Those two are the big ones for me, so I use those two quite a lot. Or you can, mouse around and grab them. So a quick survey here, inputs. For those of you that have, started here at NASCOM, this is your home screen, right? This is the equivalent of the CL3 home screen. This shows everything for a channel. You select a different channel physically or through other means. You will see everything having to do with the channel up on the top, and down here you will see all your fader statuses, including mutes and solos, for your entire desk. So that's kind of cool. This is actually a really nice home screen, in that it is showing you the whole desk as well as the individual channel at once. So I really like that about this desk. If we tab over to outputs, which of course I can do with via buttons here, this is going to show us our outputs. So in this case, it just happens to be on matrix 5, but if I were to select the stereo bus, it's showing me the left. And so this is where I would put graphic EQs and all that kind of stuff. So anything having to do with the outputs is on that tab. Filing is anything having to do with storage. And like every desk, it has its own unique way of storing and retrieving files, and we'll have to explore that in a moment. Snapshots, this is the powerful part of the console. This is where you have, within one show file, many different scenes, and you can recall them through this page, or you can recall them through the snapshots section here, and we'll probably make a video for how to use that in a moment. And then Patchbay, which, is for patching. And plugins is for the plugins, and this is really where the console, why the console became so popular out there, is because you can put actual typical Pro Tools plugins on here. So this became really famous as a console that you could run the same studio plugins that people use in mixing their records. And options is kind of like all the preferences, and you see that options has a ton of other tabs, which we can dive into in a second. I think that's a great place to stop the video.